everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today what we got for you is another really cool Grand Theft Auto video. I upload these things every day, like, okay, they're not cool anymore. Zach, you need to quit. No. So, I will say the information that we're going to talk about in today's video is kind of old. It's from a few years ago, but a lot of you guys don't know about it. It's a follow-up to yesterday's video. Yesterday, I actually had a pretty cool video showing off some really cool, super rare promo items and collectibles like this from the GTA series that you can buy in real life. So if you missed out on that video, check it out. First link in the description. When I made that video, I didn't think it was going to do very well at all. I figured you guys are going to say,
"This is stupid. Nobody cares about this stuff. Why are you making a low-quality video on this?"
But it was actually the opposite. You guys really liked it. You guys said it was a video that was like top notch, and we got a lot of good feedback on that, and I want to thank you guys for that. And also we had some suggestions to do a follow-up video in the comments, and honestly there was one super rare GTA collectible and real life promo item that I didn't include in that video, and I didn't think to include it because there's only one. But this is something I've wanted to make a video on for years now. So if you guys enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. If we could break 2,000 likes, that would be awesome. That would be, honestly, that would be cool, and I don't think we can do it. So Rockstar has actually made a real life version of the Bravado Banshee. You know that car from GTA 5 and all the other Grand Theft Auto games except Vice City, I want to say? It might have been in Vice City, but nonetheless, pretty much every Grand Theft Auto game, the Banshee. It was my favorite car of all time in Grand Theft Auto 3. I remember back playing GTA 3 when it first came out, not only seeing the intro and opening cutscene with the Banshee where we robbed the bank, but also just that car. There was something about it. This blue car with the white stripe down the middle. I always loved it. I always had so much fun with that car. It was one of the fastest cars in GTA 3. Nonetheless, got a lot of memories with that in the GTA series. Even in GTA 5, there's a lot we can do with that car. There's a couple of different versions of it that we can customize, and they feature tons of customization options. Well, in 2013, did you guys know that Rockstar made a real-life Bravado Banshee? I'm talking a real-life car that you can drive. Check it out right there. Like, is that not awesome? They partnered up with West Coast Customs for this. If you guys have never heard of West Coast Customs, super popular like automobile repair shop, or like a custom car shop, I guess we could say, in Los Angeles, California. I believe they used to have their own TV show. Not sure if they do anymore. They've got a lot of videos on YouTube. A lot of popular YouTubers like KSI, he's one to name, had his Lamborghini wrapped by West Coast Customs. And if you're a GTA fan, you probably think West Coast Customs sounds familiar because Los Santos Customs and GTA 5 is supposed to be based off of West Coast Customs, so that's pretty cool. Well, in 2013, Rockstar partnered up with West Coast Customs to build this real-life Bravado Banshee as a promotional piece for Grand Theft Auto 5. So I'm not sure when Rockstar did this, but they bought a 2006 Dodge Viper. That is a very fast car that I don't believe they even make anymore. So the Dodge Viper is souped up with an 8.3 liter V10 engine. That's crazy fast. As well as it wasn't really a base model Viper, it was a loaded out SRT. So it was the real deal. There was nothing cheap about this car to begin with. They probably paid $60,000 or $70,000 alone just to buy this car. They partnered up with West Coast Customs and they spent over $200,000 making this Dodge Viper into a Bravado Banshee, transforming it. Every piece of this car, from the exterior to the interior, is made to resemble the Bravado Banshee, the one we have in GTA 5, or that version at least. From the interior, the dashboard, the gauges, the seats, all the writing, all the logos, the badges, everything literally looks like you opened up GTA 5, started up the game, took the Banshee out of the game, set it in your driveway. From the bumpers, the spoilers, everything was mocked up to a T. And Rockstar had over $200,000 invested into this. So that sounds like a lot to us, but I'm sure to Rockstar Games that wasn't much at all. It was just something really cool they decided to do. And I mean, you got to say, like, you got to give it to Rockstar. They are pretty successful at about everything they do. From all their games that they've made to this one car they've made. Rockstar has made or had a car made for $200,000 given away, and that car sold for a lot of money. And we're going to get to that a little later on in the video. But Rockstar's like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. They're pretty successful at just about anything they do. They're perfect, and you really can't go wrong with that. Rockstar is my favorite game developer of all time. So they had this car made. They partnered up with GameStop for a sweepstakes. As I mentioned before, it was kind of a pre-order deal that Rockstar had going on to promote Grand Theft Auto 5 because GTA 5 hadn't come out yet and it was about to come out. So this is in 2013 when they were doing this. So all you had to do to be entered in these sweepstakes, and it's super simple. I don't even remember hearing about this. Then again, you know, some of the marketing things that we have today for games and other things weren't as prevalent then as they were now, even though that was just 5 years ago in 2013. So literally all you had to do is go to GameStop, pre-order GTA 5 within this allocated time period where this like sweepstakes was happening, and you would be entered in this raffle to win this real-life 2006 Dodge Viper SRT turned Bravado Banshee. That's all you had to do. And you're probably thinking, okay, a really cool GTA fan won this car, or a little kid who's a fan of the GTA series won this car. And what's funny is it's the complete opposite. You know who won this car? A middle-aged, grandma-ish woman by the name of Sherry Parker. She lives in North Carolina. This older lady won a Bravado Banshee, a $200,000 car from Rockstar Games, by just pre-ordering GTA 5. Well, in fact, she is not the one who pre-ordered GTA 5. She didn't know anything about it until somebody come knocking on her door saying, hey, transport's here, we have your brand new car that you won. So what happened was her teenage son, who was a little bit older, I think he was like 17, 18, or 19, or even 20. Anyways, he won the car because he took her card and he said, Mom, I'm going to go to GameStop. I'm going to pre-order GTA 5. That's what he did. She had no clue about anything that was going on. So that's how she ended up winning the car, because her son used her credit card to go and pre-order GTA 5. So this was in 2013 that she won the car, and she ended up keeping it for about 2 years, or a little less than 2 years, before she actually listed this car for sale that she didn't even know she won. This car that she got for free that's worth over $200,000, she ended up listing it for sale just a little under 2 years later, because they seemed to not really be car people. They really weren't into it, and they were quoted as saying that they didn't need this car to be happy. They had tons of fun with it, and it was fun while it lasted, but it was time to move on, even though they didn't have it for even 2 years. Which is just crazy. This is something that I would keep for forever. I'm a pretty avid car collector. I'm a car guy. I like cars, trucks, anything that really looks cool. And it just baffles me that they decided to sell the car. So they actually listed the car for sale in June 2014 on eBay. And can you guys guess what they listed this car for sale for? I'm going to give you a second. No, you're not even close. They listed it for $170,000. This car that they got for, say, $60. They pre-ordered GTA 5. The game retails for $60. We could say they got this $200,000 car for $60. And they listed it for $170,000. And that listed was on eBay for a few months. And nobody bought it for that price, obviously, even though the car is well worth that because it's one of a kind. You're not going to find anything else like it in the world unless you have $200,000 to dump into making a already $60,000 or $70,000 car into a $200,000+ car. And being a car guy, I'll tell you that you will never get out what you put in. You could spend $1 million on a car. You're probably only going to sell it for $500,000. You will never get your money back, which is expected. It's not like Rockstar was trying to sell the car, and it's not like this lady had any money invested into this car aside from probably insurance payments and just filling it up with gas, because I'm sure it was a gas-guzzling SOB. Nonetheless, though, she listed it again, and in March 2015, the Bravado Banshee sold for $80,000. And the original listing, or the bidding, started out at $45,000. A few months later, it sold for $80,000, which isn't bad considering that, like I said earlier, they bought this car for like, $60. and they made $80,000 from nothing. You can't beat that. You can't complain about it because these people obviously seem to not really be car collectors. They didn't seem to be into cars or anything like that. I think she said that she wanted to sell the car to help pay for her son's college education. So they're just being responsible people. Me, like I said, I would have kept the car personally because one, it's one of a kind. Two, it's super cool, and you're not going to find anything else like it in the world. But at the end of the day, everybody's different. I'm a car guy. I love this stuff. These people, not so much. I also want to say they're probably not car people or car guys or girls because there are images from the eBay listing of this car, and really, it's kind of sad to say, but it seems like this car really wasn't taken care of. There's a couple different pictures of the interior. We can see on the dash where the trim says Banshee, and it looks like it was stitched on there, but it looks all frayed and like staticky and frizzy, like all the material is kind of coming up like somebody scrubbed it with a rag or something. There's certain things you got to do to maintain the value of vehicles, especially classics or cars that you've had a lot of money put into to restore, and these people really probably didn't know how to take care of a car. Also, we see a picture of the hood opened up, and it seems to not have any hood shocks, so they have like just a wooden stick on the paint of this car holding it up, just ruining the paint, scratching the paint, possibly chipping it up. So it's sad to see that the engine bay looks a little dirty. Like I said, if I would have had this car, it would be spotless, it would be perfect, and I would have it right here, right now, and it would look just like it did when it was first made. So I'm not sure who bought the car for $80,000, but I guess you could say they got away with Grand Theft Auto because that's a pretty good steal for a $200,000+ car. Nonetheless, I would love to see who owns this car now. I would love to fly out, meet them, and make a video on this. I think that would be very, very cool to do. But who knows? If you guys happen to know anything about this Banshee, who owns it now, where it came from, be sure to let me know down below in the comments. It would be cool. I would really like to partner up and make a video with them and share it for you guys. So be sure to let me know down below in the comments if you have any information on this car, or do you own this car? Not in GTA 5, but in real life. Also, if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. That's always greatly appreciated. If we could break 2,000 likes, that would be awesome. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this content. Subscribe, turn on those notifications. That way you never miss out on another daily video game upload. And with that said, my name is Zach Cox. Thank you all for stopping by, and I will see you all in the next video.